de los cristales.
Now this one in Fatima, this is the Fatima, 1 hour and 5 minutes.
On our way to Coimbra, we're going to be crossing. This is the tree that you're going to see. These are the trees, eucalyptus and pine trees that you're going to find, especially from the center to the north of the country. And in particular, this forest that we're going to cross was planted in the 13th century by King Dinis. King Dinis planted all these trees to keep the inland away from the sand that the winds brought from the ocean shore. So these trees would act as a natural barrier to stop that sand. And nowadays they make turpentine out of the resin of the pine tree, and also they make paper out of the eucalyptus. Remember that King Dinis was that king that made the Portuguese the official language of the country. The Muslims would do the compulsory for them once in a lifetime, at least once during their life, to go to Mecca, right? Well, they started doing this. We're talking about, of course, the 800s, and the Christians that lived in Muslim territory started going to started doing the same thing, but instead of going towards the south to the Muslim world, they would go towards the north of the Iberian Peninsula, towards Santiago de Compostela, the tomb of the Apostle James, that was already there 2,000 years ago. They started going from Muslim territory to Christian territory to Santiago de Compostela, and that's how the pilgrim journeys started in Christianism and Catholicism, really. Lo que pasa es que justo cuando me dan el apartamento tengo unas ganas, tío, voy a disfrutar de la saca. De hecho, está justo en el Pau de Vallecas, ¿sabes lo que es? La zona nueva esta que está haciendo justo pasado el Salto de Eugenia por la carretera de Valencia. Ahí. Y me lo he pillado en la avenida principal, vamos. En la avenida principal me lo he pillado. Pues tengo un metro enfrente de mi casa y con plaza de garaje y piscina arriba. Para vivir, o sea, puede tener metros reales. Son 58, pero luego lo que son reales para vivir son 53. Que es un apartamento para una persona o una pareja, ¿sabes? Y pero un chollo, todo lo que habíamos mirado en Madrid por todos lados, por afuera, en plan, todo como eso, no bajaba nada de 40 kilos, todo 40 kilos. Y tuve una pequeña suerte, no nada, de encontrarse en el sitio donde ellos viven con un tío que es un pedagógico, una constructora, y entonces pues el tipo que tenía una promoción y tal, pero hablando con él y tal, así de casualidad. Coño, pero tengo una promoción muy buena, no sé dónde, por una verla, macho, 32 kilos y medio, tío, 32 y medio. Me lo compré por 32 y medio con plaza de garaje, todo primera calidad, sobre plano. Ahora vale ya, bueno, a la semana de comprarlo, se terminó la primera fase, se vendió todo. Y salió la segunda fase. El mismo apartamento como lo he comprado yo, exactamente igual. Una semana más tarde valía 36 millones. Le había ganado una semana 3 kilos. Y cuando me lo den ahora vale ya 40 kilos. O sea que nada, tío. Que también mis padres me consiguieron unas condiciones especiales. Como era amigo de la constructora, pues he tenido que dar, no sé cuánto di, creo que di como 8.000 euros así al principio, el primer día, ¿sabes? 8 o 9.000 euros. Y luego he estado pagando mensualmente y luego aparte también 1.000 y pico euros de electrodomésticos. Y nada, y ya te digo, o sea, 1.114 euros, 15 letras de esa cantidad, ya empiezo la hipoteca, que ya se me queda. Pero vamos, que ya te digo, y eso que con condiciones especiales para mí, porque si no, no es posible que no hubiera podido comprarlo. Está dificilísimo comprarse algo, y justo que encontré eso por un precio, o por lo había presupuestado, si no es que si yo me esperara 3 meses más, ya es que ya no compro en ningún lado, tío, es que se me va totalmente de madre ya. Estoy contentísimo, tío.
Me cobraba mucho más y me coge y me dice Yo fui antes de enseñar el coche y nada, ¿no? A ver lo que valía más.
No. ¿Por qué no te dijo nunca me hizo? No. I should take the Monday off. Maybe I should find it. Just say just make up some like. I should say like what's the best way? Like a leave that Monday.
For Porto.
Estoy todavía por tomar, tengo que acompañar mucho. Que esto todavía.
¿Cuánto es miércoles? ¿Lunes? ¿Dónde está Salamanca ese, no? De Marruecos, en Salamanca.
El lunes, sí.
Y el 2 duerme ahí
No me acuerdo.
países.
Hoy, si gana por más de 3 goles de diferencia, se coloca el primero.
Y ahora sin Raúl también lo va a notar. O puedes cruzar el río, digo, y ahí puedes aparcar también. Lo que prefieras.
Cruzando el río.
Cualquiera de los dos sitios se puede.
Cruzando el río, claro que se puede.
Aquí a la derecha, sí. We're going to take you to that pedestrian area of Coimbra for your time for lunch. But remember that, well, we also, by the way, of the river that we just crossed is the Mondego River. But I mean, I will give you a little orientation just in case you want to grab like a fast sandwich or something and walk around instead of spending your time in a restaurant, whatever you prefer to do with your time. But I will just orient you a little bit so that you know where things are. And then you'll have some time free, as I say, for lunch. But well, this is a city that the Portuguese feel very attached to, because it's not only the place where you can find the oldest university in the country. It was founded actually in the year 1290 by King Dinis, but also this was the first capital of the country. This was the capital of Portugal from 1139 until 1256, and where you can find the tomb of that first Portuguese king, the grandson of the Queen of Castile, Alfonso Enriquez, who asked for independence for his county. So in just a minute we're going to be stopping in this pedestrian area, and all of it is the old center of Coimbra, actually also World Heritage. Remember that this is the third most important city in Portugal, with a population of around 80,000 inhabitants. You know, something also very typical from Portugal you may want to ask is the codfish. Codfish. They cook it in many different ways, and it's supposed to be very nice. Perhaps the most famous, and this is the one that I like the best, but also is perhaps the most famous really. That's how you call the codfish. Bacalhau com natas. Bacalhau com natas. It's codfish in milk cream, you could say. It's very, very awesome. Bacalhau con natas. It's very, very nice. But if you can eat frango is chicken. They cook here the chicken in a way that it's awesome. Nevertheless, if you don't have it here, I would recommend you import to a place very close to the hotel where you can try this chicken done the Portuguese way, which is poof. You gotta eat it to believe it. The first time I tried that, well, every time that I bring a friend to eat something like this chicken here in Portugal, they cannot believe that they enjoy so much just a simple chicken. Explain also a little bit later on, because well, now there's not much time. Well, actually what they do is that they put it, it's like a wood, under it, so it gives it that taste, and also well, it's also very, very crispy. Piri is hot sauce, a special hot sauce. 2 to 3 times, and that is awesome, very, very nice. It's called frango no churrasco. Okay, please follow me to the square, and I will...
Later. Ito din sa Coimbra. Nag-lunch kami ni Marian. Kasama namin yung dalawang Thailander, Magina. Kumain kami ng catfish, salt catfish, saka isang chicken, combination. Nag-wine kami. Medyo may tama na ako, medyo... Tour ang problema lang sa tour, paspasan. Medyo... Marami ka mako-cover pero mabilisan. Naglalakad kami ngayon, going back to the bus. Dito kami sa Coimbra, University Town. Ini si Milet, yung dalawang Thailander. Sama kami. Wala nang oras para mag-shopping. No, I'm not.
Not yet.
Just tipsy.
You drank most of it?
Yeah.
So the ladies didn't want to drink?
Yeah.
You finished the whole picture. That was good wine. That was good wine.
Yeah.
Good wine. That was good wine. He did. He didn't want to waste it, so.
Again. You know that there is Saint Queen that is a saint. She's here in Coimbra. Her name is Isabel. She was originally from Aragon, from Spain, but she married King Dinis in the year 1282, and was with the Queen of Portugal. And she was very nice with the poor people. She would always give away things and food, right? So she would do it on and on and on. So one day King Dinis said to her, I want you to stop doing that. Don't do it anymore. And so she said, okay, but kept on doing it, right? So one day she was walking in palace, and she was actually leaving the palace with some food for the poor, and she was carrying it. You know, she was carrying the food like in her dress, you know, like this. And
She was naked? Was she
she
naked?
was carrying it like this.
She was naked?
No, she was not naked.
Okay.
So the thing is that
I like naked.
King Dinis.
I like naked, man. I like naked.
The thing is that
I like naked.
King Dinis saw her and said, "What's that you got there?" She said, "Well, I just went to McDonald's." No, seriously, she said, "It's flowers. It's flowers." So he said, King Dinis said it was not any more food, but flowers. So, well, the thing is that when she died, sometime after she died, they exhumed her body, and well, they found this body, and once a year they take her out in a procession, once a year, and what they celebrate like for about 10 days. The festivity of this. To the right, you can see now this beautiful view of Coimbra, that old tradition. So yeah, and they celebrate for 10 days. During those days, you cannot get much sleep. If you want to get much sleep, it's not a place to come here, because, well, actually it's a place to party during those days. It sounds more like a war, but, well, it's a very fun party that they have here. Santa Isabel is her name. You know, when she got married to King Dinis, she got as one of her wedding presents, Óbidos, which is a place, a little city, whitewashed wall city, not far from here, very nice. And well, they started from that day. They started giving Óbidos as a wedding present to all of the Portuguese queens, like when they got married, as a tradition. And well, also the university students here celebrate a very famous party, which is the Queimadas Feitas, which is means the burning of the ribbons, because what they do is that they burn the ribbons of their gowns that they have in different colors depending on which faculty they belong to, and at the end of the year they have this party where they burn them, and they sing a happier version of the fados, and also bring lots of photo wine. It's very famous.
Alright.
Queimadas Feitas.
Alright.
About an hour and a half or so, and now, as you know, it's our final destination today, so it's not a bad it's a short drive. It's a short drive. I need to know now, those of you that booked for the boat, that did not book for the city sightseeing, and still want to visit Porto, choose with the story of Fatima. Some of you already picked up.
Can I keep that now?
Which one?
Should I put